One of my prize possessions is a complete VW Has It toolkit. Normally this would sit inside the spare tire in the trunk.
Welcome back to the community, everybody, and thank you all for being part of it. If you get the chance, check out the website. Lots to see and do there, and you can even buy a t-shirt to help support the channel. Today, we have JD's second self-interview. I can't thank him enough. I really can't. He's a very kind person, kind words that I really appreciate. So let's step in, check out JD's really nice Beetle called Heinz. Take it away, JD.
Hey Slade, greetings again from Jacksonville, Florida. Today I'd like to take the opportunity to introduce my 63 Bug that my wife and I nicknamed Heinz. Hope you enjoy the video. Sticking with the same format that I used when I showcased my 65 Bug Helena. I believe that every classic VW has a story. The story on this 63 Bug is I'm apparently the fifth owner of this Bug. I purchased it from a classic car dealership when I was visiting my parents in Pennsylvania in 2019. A folder came along with the Bug when I purchased it. Inside the folder was a phone number for an individual who I later found out was the third owner of this Bug. I contacted that individual, and he did confirm he was the third owner. He said this Bug was originally restored by a gentleman in Georgia. He didn't know exactly when. The story he was told was that an individual that he purchased it from saw the Bug for sale, and he drove a truck and a trailer down to Georgia, picked up this Bug, and drove it back to Pennsylvania. So the third owner told me he used to see this Bug at car shows, and every once in a while he would put in an offer to buy it. Well, one day the second owner did agree to sell it to the owner in Virginia. That owner had some classic cars already. He said he showed this car at a few shows. He'd drive it around town, and he said everywhere he took it, people just seemed to just flock around it. That individual later decided to get rid of some of his cars. So he took it to Macomb in eastern Pennsylvania, and that is the place where the fourth owner, the classic car dealership, purchased that vehicle, and then I in turn became the owner of it in 2019. What I'm not showing in this car right now is when I purchased it, it did have a VW roof rack on it. The original owner also painted a surfboard with the same paint that this car is painted with. I keep that surfboard in my house. I used to drive it around with the rack and surfboard on top, but it's just too nice. I didn't want something to happen to it. So if I ever decide to take this to a car show, I'll probably put the rack back on and the surfboard. It's just such a great look that complements this cow look Bug. So I haven't entered it in shows. The one thing I did do is in 2020, J-Bugs sent an email out to their customers offering them to send in pictures of their classic VWs to be considered to possibly be published in their 2021 J-Bugs calendar. I sent in a few pictures of Heinz here, and a couple weeks later I was notified that Heinz was selected to be displayed on their 2021 calendar, and it's in the month of December. It's one of the classic VWs featured on their calendar in the month of December. They sent me one, and of course I purchased a bunch of other copies that I gave to family members and just kept for myself. I don't drive this as much as my 65. When I do drive it, it is fun to drive. When I installed the 1600 dual port engine in here, I removed the 1200cc engine that originally came with this Bug. I rebuilt that engine. Its engine case number begins with the first three digits, 767. I believe it could possibly be the original engine that came with this car out of the factory. But regardless, it's a running engine. I keep it on a stand. I run it once in a while, and it's a great backup engine to have for this car and for my 65. So there's a quick story of my 63 Bug Heinz, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Give you a quick tour of the outside of my 63. It's been lowered in the front. I'm running MP 15-inch wheels, Firestone F560 tires in the front, 195/65 R15 tires in the back. The paint is Glacert 55. The colors are Mazda Velocity Red, White Pearl, and Metallic Flake added to the paint. I tried to keep the cow style look on this Bug. It's got original Hella headlights, turn signals and brake lights, blade bumpers on the front and back. Gets tons of looks when you're driving down the street. I've actually had people approach me in parking lots offering to purchase the Bug from me on site. Again, I have no intentions of getting rid of this. I'm going to try to keep it preserved like this. I don't drive it as much as I do my 65, but when I do drive it, it's fun to drive. I installed a lower deck lid standoff in the back, MP2 tip exhaust, and with the 1600 dual port engine and the exhaust, it has a great sound when it's idling and driving down the road. So there's a quick tour of the outside of my 63. Give you a quick tour of the inside of my 63. I tried to carry that old cowl style look on the inside to match the outside. The door cards, seats, they were like this when I purchased the Bug. All I had to do was clean them up. I did remove the door cards, seats, carpeting, had some minimal surface rust to deal with. Cleaned that up, neutralized it, laid soundproofing down all along the pan behind the door cards. There's no stereo system. It did come with a 600 watt system with an Alpine receiver hidden behind the glove box. Unfortunately, I couldn't get that to work, so I removed everything. If I want to listen to music, I'll just stick Bluetooth speakers on the shelf and run it off my phone. I installed a Geenberg shifter, Bambus shelf, empty floor mats. I did not have seat belts in this Bug when I purchased it. My wife insisted I get some seat belts in before I take her for a ride, and I don't blame her. Your head's less than 3 feet from the windshield, and a little bit of security when you're driving down the road. The headliner's perfect. Whoever did this did a great job. No tears. Installed a hula girl in the back. I thought that was a good look with this car. I get a lot of compliments on the inside as well as the outside. Feel very fortunate to have it, and there's a quick tour of the inside of my 63. I didn't showcase my trunk on my 65, but the trunk on this 63, I think it's worth showcasing. I have the empty spare. Was able to get a hold of a restored Bilstein jack, and one of my prized possessions is a complete VW Has-It toolkit. Normally this would sit inside the spare tire in the trunk. I don't travel around with this kit in my Bug, but I feel very fortunate to have one of these, especially a complete set. It's in great condition. So there's a quick tour of the inside of my 63's trunk. Hope you enjoyed it. Taking a quick look at the engine. It's The 1600cc dual port engine case number begins with the letters AE. It's been converted to 12 volt. I have a doghouse fan shroud. I installed a Petronix distributor with electronic ignition. I'm running a Pureberg square top fuel pump that I got from Bill at Sparkworks. I installed a Solex 34 Pick 3 carburetor that I got from Tim at Volksbits. And on top of the carb, I'm currently running a 1966 oil bath air cleaner. Just as an added precaution, I installed a blaze cut fire suppression system that I hope I never have to use. So there's a quick look at the engine I'm currently running in my 63. Okay, Slade, that pretty much wraps things up, showcasing my 63 Bug Heinz. I hope you and your viewers enjoyed watching the video as much as I enjoyed making it, and I encourage your other subscribers to consider sending in videos showcasing their classic VWs. Keep up the great work on your channel, stay safe, and keep in touch. See ya.
Thank you, JD. I really, really appreciate the kind comments. I really do. You have a fabulous looking car that gave me a good inspiration. So, I'm going to show you right now. Yes, oddly enough, I was having a heck of a time with color choice, and Heather kept saying, do a red and cream. I says, I think it'd be nice, but I'm not interested right now. There it is. Color sometimes is hard to pick out, you know, and when I seen Heinz, which is now part of my desktop wallpaper, not just J-Bug's calendar, I said, that's it. I know what color I'm doing. Now, obviously, I'm doing a Rust-Oleum paint job. This is for touch-up underneath, but yep, that's it. That is the red and cream. I'll show you close up. So that will be the colors, although it don't do it justice under the light, you know. But I need to thank Heinz for helping me make up my mind. I know it won't look like Heinz. It won't be probably as a showcase paint job, but that's the color choice I'm going with. So thanks, JD, for taking out the time for the community and doing a wonderful video and showcasing your beautiful car, and I should say in plural, cars. Thanks again. If you want to be part of this, please follow the email up the screen, send it in, and subject line self-interview, and I'll tell you how you can do it. Everybody have a great upcoming, amazing weekend. Stay safe and be kind.